Welcome to Tata Crucible Campus Quiz 2024. For 20 years, we've been leading the way, sparking curiosity and discovering the brightest minds across India, with the legends who've made this journey unforgettable. Your quizmaster, the one and only Pick Brain, and the ever-energetic Rashmi Furtado. And now it's time to kick off the ultimate zonal final.
A big hello and a warm welcome to each one of you as we pick action with yet another zonal final. We've seen two zonal finals unfold so far. From the southern terrain of India, we've had IIT Madras going through into the national final. From the western terrain, the first part of our western terrain, which is largely Mumbai, Pune and Goa, or Mumbai, Maharashtra and Goa, we saw the Goa Institute of Management going through. Here we are with the third zonal from Gujarat, Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh, where our third national finalist will emerge. But while the quest to find our national finalists continues, let's not forget, this is the 20th year of a journey of celebrating knowledge. Started by the Tatas 2 decades ago to identify like-minded and progressive-minded students across our campuses, what started as a quiz has become a knowledge movement with over 3 lakh people participating across the country, over 1 lakh of them women, as you just saw. It's a force where people celebrate knowledge, it's a force where people exchange information, and it has today become something that people aspire to conquer campus after campus. It's our delight, privilege, and pleasure as the hosts of this quiz with Rashmi to welcome all of you as you witness this zonal final. From here, we've got 6 champions from this region battling with each other for that one slot in the national final. Time for us to let that take its course and see who makes it to the national final. Taking you through that over the next half of this battle of the zonals will be Rashmi, while I shall come back and take you through with the final part while we identify that third national finalist. Sit back, enjoy this quiz. You got 6 outstanding quizzers. One will go through. All yours for now, Rashmi.
All right, time for us to get into the zonal final here today. This is sort of a battle between champions that we are going to have, because these are the top 2 scorers among all the 3 cluster finals that we witnessed here today. That is the Gujarat cluster, the Rajasthan cluster, and the cluster from Madhya Pradesh. So from these 3 states, let's see who makes it into that national final. That's actually quite some time for us to get into the national final, but we are quickly identifying all of these national finalists. So let me quickly invite our finalists on stage and then get cracking with this zonal final. Our first contestant, our first finalist joining us on stage here today, to my far right, representing SJS ITS Indore, is Shubh. Up next, following Shubh, representing IIM Indore, is Vidit. 2 of the finalists from Indore, or rather 2 champions from Indore. Let's move into our next cluster, or the next 2 finalists, both of them from Jaipur, both of them from LNM IIT Jaipur. Our third finalist joining us here today is Mangesh Kumar. Following Mangesh, representing the same college again, LNM IIT, is Ayush Bajaj. The 5th finalist joining us on stage here today, representing GNLU, is Prajwal. And completing the lineup for us here today, representing IRMA from Anand, is Abhishek Sharma. Let me move into the first round of this zonal final here today. Coming up is domain expertise. Here we go. All right, let's start this quiz here today with the first round, or the first question coming up on your screen from the world of women leaders. Here we go. She was appointed a director on the board of Tata Sons in 1924. A position, Shubh is on the buzzer. Go ahead, Shubh.
She is Lady Meherbai Tata.
Lady Meherbai Tata, minus 20. Continuing the question. A position she held right up to her death on August 20th, 1965. Identify the first woman to be appointed as a director on the board of Tata Sons. No one on the buzzer. Shubh gets a negative for the Lady Meherbai Tata response that he gave. I will be moving into the audience. No one going on the buzzer. All right, a lot of hands in the audience. Any girl? All right, yeah, go ahead. Lady Navajbai Tata, absolutely right. Lady Navajbai Tata is what I was looking for. Move on into the next question. From the world of fiction, please remember fiction and business, okay? Coming up is the question, here we go. The owner of this company had a... Vidit, go ahead.
जाएगा बोला जाएगा इस सब को बताएगा जाएगा बोला जाएगा इस सब को बताएगा
This is Baba Now and this is BB Now. मतलब Big Basket Now. Delivering in 10 minutes.
Richie Rich.
The owner of this company had a butler named Cadbury. Richie Rich is absolutely right. Last 20. Last 20 on that. All right. A beautiful franchise, actually, Richie Rich. Let's move on to the next question. From the world of music is the third question. Coming up, here we go. Identify the magazine founded in San Francisco.
Rolling Stone.
Prajwal on the buzzer. Very quick on the buzzer. Rolling Stone is what he says. Plus 20. Absolutely right. Question number 4 coming up is from India. Here we go. What was first produced in 1929 by Gaur Mohan Datta and owned by GD Pharmaceuticals? Oh, Ayush on the buzzer. Go ahead.
Borolin.
Borolin is absolutely right. Plus 20 again. Moving on to the 5th question. Coming up is the domain. All right, regulators. Okay, let's move on into the question. Okay, Shubh, go ahead.
This is Competition Commission of India.
He took a negative early on, and because he did not wait for me to complete the question, this time he does not allow me to start asking the question. Let me ask the question. Identify the statutory body within the Ministry of Corporate Affairs currently headed by Ranveer Kaur. Absolutely right. Competition Commission of India. Giving him that plus 20. All right. The 6th question. Let's see what domain it is from. Path breakers. All right. Path breakers is what we'll have in mind, and the question coming up on the screen. What was invented and registered as a trademark by Nova Scotia, is a geologist and inventor Abraham Kessner in 1854 before evolving into a generic trademark? Oh, no one going on the answer. Okay, no one going on this one. Anybody in the audience? Yeah, go ahead. Kerosene is absolutely right. Kerosene is what I was looking for as an answer. At a zonal level, if it is going to be a little tougher. All right, let us move on to the next one. That's question number 7. The domain we are looking at is the world of brands. Coming up is the question. All you need to do is identify this chain of international co-ed fitness centers. Prajwal, go ahead.
रूठेगा भाई रूठेगा जब खिलौना टूटेगा रूठेगा भाई रूठेगा जब खिलौना टूटेगा
This is Baby Now and this is BB Now. मतलब Big Basket Now. Delivering in 10 minutes.
जीतेगा भाई जीतेगा
Gold's Gym.
Plus 20. Absolutely right. Plus 20 on that one. Let's move on. Question 8. Celebrities, all right? Question coming up. Identify the actress who launched the film production company Eternal Sunshine Productions and an ecological initiative called Coexist. The actress is all over the movies today, very current, very well known.
Ananya Pandey. Ananya Pandey.
Ananya Pandey, minus 20 on that to Abhishek. Get some minus 20 on that. No one on the buzzer. All right, I will move into the audience. Yeah, go ahead. Alia Bhatt is absolutely right. Absolutely right. Her ecological initiative, Coexist, is actually quite well known. I thought Coexist would have been a very good clue. I did not put Edamama on screen. I thought that would be extremely easy. So I did not put Edamama on screen here today. Okay, let's move on. Question number 9. Innovations is what we are looking at. Question on your screen. Here we go. You need to identify the Indian microprocessor designer and developer who played a significant role in co-leading the development of Pentium processor and overseeing the initial phase development of Intel's 64-bit architecture. No one on the buzzer. Moving into the audience. Yep. Not Vinod Tha? No? All right, I will give you the answer here today in the interest of time. Aftar Saini is what I was looking for. His name is Aftar Saini, and he was one of the major contributors when it came to these two microprocessor innovations at Intel. Let's move on. The final one from this round, pioneers is what we are looking at. All you need to do is identify the Indian advertising professional. Here we go. That, of course, is a book authored by him. That's the reason I've put the book there. Okay, no one on the buzzer. All of you are going to feel bad, believe me. Anybody in the audience who would like to give it a shot? Yeah, go ahead. A.G. Krishnamurthy, and who is he? Why did I say you should know it today? Google helped you? No problem, that's okay. That's okay, you're allowed. Not an issue at all. The reason I said you should know it here today, because he established Mica, okay? We had Mica on stage here today, and that's the reason we slipped in a question like this, just to see if, you are actually going through all of this, and it is from this region. I would ask a question like that. The answer I was looking for is A.G. Krishnamurthy. Let me invite Pig Brain back on stage to take the zonal final forward. Over to you, Pig Brain.
गुड मॉर्निंग बच्चों, आज हम पढ़ेंगे कि 4 गुणा 4 16 नहीं 199 होते हैं।
कैसे सर?
अरे बताता हूँ। सबसे पहले तो टाटा प्ले बिंज ऐप डाउनलोड करो।
ओके सर।
यहाँ मिलेंगे 30+ OTT ऐप्स। उनमें से डिज्नी प्लस हॉटस्टार और Z5 जैसे अपनी पसंद के कोई भी 4 ऐप सिलेक्ट करो।
कर लिया सर।
और इन चारों ऐप्स का सारा कंटेंट देखो एक ही बिंज ऐप पर।
वाव सर।
और चाहो तो 4 अलग-अलग स्क्रीन पर भी देख लो। ये सब मिलेगा सिर्फ 199 रुपीस पर मंथ में। तो हो गए ना 4 गुना 4 199। टाटा प्ले बिंज सब्सक्राइब नाउ।
All right, looks like a tough contest. Can I have the scores just for a moment, please, for me to figure where we stand? All right. We've got 2 on 20, 1 on 40. So battle lines building up here. They've answered well, though. Time for string theory. Here it is. You know the way it's played. You got to string it together and give me an overall answer. I'm not going to indulge in too much of additional clues. It's a zonal final, and we're looking at one winner. So we start with the first one, plus 20, minus 20. On your screen, here it is. Very important founder, Arun his son, Sulaja his daughter, all form the core of a famous engineering company in India based out of Pune. None going on the buzzer. Tough zonal final questions. Anybody in the audience with that one? Sulaja Firodia Motwani. Yes, young man. No, good try. All right, turns out to be a tough one here today at this zonal final. The answer that we were looking for, kinetic engineering. The kinetic group, she's the lady who heads kinetic, and they've really revolutionized Indian two-wheelers. As we go to the next one, hands on that buzzer. Question coming up to string a theory. Here we go. All of this will lead you to a very important corporation. Arthur Rock was an early investor in this company, became its first chairman. Federico Fagin designed one of the first for them called the 4004. Inside, Shubh is stopping me.
Intel,
Explain that to me.
only because of 4004.
Only because of 4004. What is 4004?
It's the first microprocessor that Intel made, I think. They named it.
You studying engineering?
Yes.
You'll make a good engineer. Put your hands together. If he knows the history of 4004, which was the first microprocessor to come out of Intel, he is a keen engineering student. He backed himself on that. Arthur Rock is a very, very important man as well in the history of that company, but a very crafty, good answer. As we go to the next one, the battle's becoming really nervous. Question number 4 coming up on your screen now. All of these will lead you to a group in India which originates. Go ahead.
This is Hinduja Group. That's Parmanand Hinduja, I think. Ashok Leylands is owned by Hinduja Group. So answer is Hinduja.
Your overall answer you're saying is Hinduja Group. You think that is Parmanand Hinduja. You're saying Ashok Leyland is owned by the Hindujas. Can you identify that bull there? It's a bank.
I know there is a bank associated with Hinduja, but I'm not able to recall.
But your answer is Hinduja.
Yes.
Plus 20. Oh. On to the next one. You got to string your theories together. Question number 5 in this round coming up for you now. Shanti Prasad Jain, The Truth Will Prevail, Illustrated Weekly, and the photograph, Shobh is going again.
Dhaniya, 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 dhaniya.
This is BV Now. And this is BB Now. Matlab Big Basket Now. Delivering in 10 minutes.
This is Times of India Group because of the Illustrated Weekly, and I think this is Times of India's logo. And Times of India is owned by Sahu Jain family, so Jain and Jain, I think Times of India.
Times of India was originally owned by Sahu Jain.
Yes.
And you're saying Illustrated Weekly and Let Truth Prevail will lead you to the Times of India. So you're saying Times of India Group.
Yes.
And what do you make of the goddess?
No idea.
No idea on the goddess. But you're saying Times of India Group.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, plus 20 again. He is solid when he knows his answers. Absolute depth of knowledge. He's really pulling it out. He's also able to break the question into small little components. That's a very good way of playing the game. As we go to the next one, what do you string together as your theory on this one? Here it is. Careful. It's an overall answer. Oh my God, he's taken a chance on it again. Overall answer
Blackberry.
is your overall answer.
Yes.
Minus 20. Minus 20. You got to think it through. It's not as easy as you think. Break each component, find a logic, and that's your answer. All these have something in common. He's giving it a shot. On my left is Prajwal.
They're all named after fruits. So apple, orange, blackberry, and I don't know what the last one is. So some fruit funda is there.
All these are companies which decided to name themselves after fruits. Apple, orange, blackberry, and a company called I don't know what. That's Mango. Isaac and Naaman Mango. Put your hands together! Oh, thinking out of the box. Knowledge in the modern world is not about just knowing, it's thinking out of the box. You got to learn to think outside, put things together. It's the perspective that you look at that matters in this world here today. Superb 20 points. The binge board that we're going to look at this stage is going to be very interesting. It tells us that on table number 5, Prajwal has now got to 60. So on the leaderboard from Tata Play, let's take a look at that. Here we are. Prajwal from Gujarat National Law University is on 60. Behind him from Indore, Shubh is on 40. And he can be a dangerous cookie. We've seen that. As we move on to the penultimate frontier of our game, it's time for us to move into what we call analytical intelligence. Here it comes. It's the zonal final. So we now move from 3-letter brands and 4-letter brands and companies to 5 letters. Life gets tougher. Hands on the buzzer. The first formula coming up for you on your screen. Here it is. R plus 1, T plus 2, S minus 2, R minus 1, R minus 1 will lead you to an Indian e-commerce giant. One of the largest in Asia. It's a tough one. On my left, he's giving it a shot.
IRCTC.
IRCTC. Explain that to me.
Sprite, MasterCard, Cisco, Citroen, and Cred.
He's got all of them. E-commerce giant, I said. One of India's biggest e-commerce giant is actually not a private sector. It's the government of India's railway ticket booking. IRCTC. Put your hands together. Very good, high quality answer. Well, on to the next one. Hands on the buzzer. He's got a crucial 20, and that 20 could really help him out. As we go to the third question, 2 left on the buzzer. Here we go. W plus 1, S minus 2, T minus 2, D minus 1, O plus 1 will lead you to a very famous technology brand. He's giving it a shot, is Prajwal. Go ahead. Prajwal, you're on the buzzer. Quick.
Intex.
Spell it. Spell it.
Intec. K. H.
Minus 20. Minus 20. I'm being extremely fair. He's gone for it on my right. Into your...
It is Intex. INTEX. Intex.
INTEX. Minus 20 again. Yeah?
Intact.
Well, anyone? Was simple as simple could get. 2 minus 20s, nerves running around here. Final one on your screen. Here we go. A minus 1, D minus 1, O minus 1, D plus 2, R minus 1 will lead you to a huge cosmetic brand. He's gone for it, is Shubh.
This is Lakme.
This is what?
Lakme.
Spell it.
LAKME. Lakme Beauty.
Lakme, Lakme Beauty, as in the Lakme cream, etc. Plus 20. He gets in the lead. What did you break up? What did you know among the clues I gave you?
First is Lacoste.
You got Lacoste,
Then Adobe,
Adobe,
Kodak,
Kodak,
Domino's, and Unilever.
Domino's, Unilever. He got all of them together. Extremely well played on that one. All right, that's a good one for him to crack. The battle is on for the third slot. As we move to the final frontier, it's time for quick thinking. Here it is. Starting with the first of our 6 questions. Here we go. I am the founder of a great giant entertainment company in the world. I started my life as an ambulance driver at Red Cross.
आप भी जॉब ढूंढना स्टार्ट कर दो। टाटा एआईए लाइफ इंश्योरेंस ने हमारे फ्यूचर का दी एंड कर दिया है। मैंने कहा मैम फ्यूचर में है लंबा हॉस्पिटल बिल। वो बोली कंप्लीट हेल्थ कवर है ब्रो, जस्ट चिल। आज फिट रहने के रिवॉर्ड्स, रिटायरमेंट के बाद भी इनकम, सब फिकर फ्री हैं, सब तैयार हैं।
हे पोपट, फिर तुम तैयार क्यों नहीं हो? अब इनका फ्यूचर सिक्योर नहीं पर आपका होगा। टाटा एआईए लाइफ इंश्योरेंस से रहो हर वक्त के लिए तैयार।
यहाँ बायोडाटा भेज देना।
This is Disney you are talking about. Walt Disney was a driver for Red Cross. He saw all the people were in sadness. So he saw all the people were in grief and sadness, so he created something to entertain them and to make them happy. So Disney, this is the story of Disney.
He was a Red Cross ambulance driver, and he saw a lot of grief during the World War, and he said people need to laugh more, and he ended up creating Disney Corporation. This man is going to be tough to beat. Plus 20! Walt Disney. Here's the next one. Hands on the buzzer. Let's see how you guys play this out. Tough ones coming up for you. Here we are. He was the third in the series. His name was Sayaji Rao Gaikwad. He's gone for it.
Maharaj Sayaji Rao Gaikwad III was the founder of Bank of Baroda.
Maharaj Sayaji Rao Gaikwad III was the founder of Bank of Baroda, right next to Irma, few kilometers.
Yeah.
Related to you?
No.
No, the speed at which you answered, it looked like, grandfather hai mera. Plus 20! The quality of quizzing in this region has been supreme. I told you in the morning, it's not an easy region. Some of the best institutes of our country are located in this region. It's a treat to come here and host these quizzes for us. Super. Put your hands together for them. Here's the next one. In 1923, I wrote a book. And that book is relevant in India even to this day. The title of the book is The Problem of the Rupee.
Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. This was his master's thesis at the London School of Economics.
Outstanding. Outstanding. Oh, what authority on that answer. Superb. As we go to the final 3 questions, literally like a T20 match. Last 3 balls. Here we go. This is a strategic planning tool. It was developed by Albert Humphrey and his research team at Stanford University in the 1960s. It helps businesses to actually assess their internal and external factors to create informed decision making and strategy. Essentially, you reflect on yourself to understand where you stand as an organization. Where would you hedge on what you're good at? Where would you hedge on what you're not so good at? And therefore, analyze yourself. He's taking a shot and not giving up. That's a good attitude. Your mic is off.
SWOT analysis.
SWOT analysis, and I'm explaining the genesis of it, plus 20. If you're watching this telecast, he did not win Wimbledon 2024. It's just that he's from Irma and we're shooting at the Irma campus, which explains the applause that he got. Penultimate question. Audience, absolute silence. In the 1880s, a person named Biv Raj Agarwal, who was originally born in Agra, moved to a hill station with the Britishers. And he started selling something that he called Gurdhani. Gurdhani became extremely popular, so did the hill station. The hill station to which he went with the Britishers.
This is chicky that you get in the hill station near Maharashtra, man. What is that called? Shit. I can't remember the hill station.
What's your answer?
Lonavala chicky.
Lonavala. He went with the Britishers to Lonavala. He started selling something.
Yeah.
And today what he started selling is called Lonavala chickies. Plus 20! What a fight! What a final! I tell you what, I rarely offer such statements. I do not get myself into such positions of making such comments, at least not in public. But I will be extremely surprised. It does not matter who's going to win between these two, or if, Ayush also forces a tiebreaker. I will be terribly surprised at the national final if this zonal winner is not among the top 3 of India. I'm making that statement. Very high quality. They are going to be tough to dislodge in a national final. So you just might be watching a national champion, rise here today. It's very possible. That's the kind of quality. And look at the fight. Superb. 3 of them clearly in the race. It's LNMIT, GNLU, and SGSIT from Indore, Ahmedabad, and Jaipur in the battle. Final question. Long one. Hear me out carefully. Someone's got to get it right. Otherwise, we've got a tiebreaker between these 2. If he gets it right, he's forcing a tiebreaker between 3 of them, which hasn't happened. Final question. This is attributed to poet Percy Shelley. In a defense of poetry, timeline would be 1821. Shelley famously remarked that the promoters of utility had exemplified the saying, "To him that hath, more than shall be given, and for him that hath not, the little that he hath shall be taken away." The Lonavala Chiki boy is going for it. What does this poem lead you to? We are in a business quiz. To him that hath, more shall be given, and for him that hath not, the little that he hath shall be taken away.
I think this is the phrase, the hand, invisible hand, the hand of the market, invisible hand of the market, that is subsequently used by Adam Smith and all of that.
On my left, Prajwal from GNLU is giving it everything that he thinks he has. He gets a minus 20. As I continue with the question, this evolved over a period of time with variations in the working of this theory to the modern world of free market capitalization, where invariably at the end of budgets, people tend to use this phrase saying, dash being the phrase.
Normalization of the markets.
Again, forcing an answer, minus 20 to him as well. Well, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the day, it's a remarkable final. We'll come to that scoreboard in just a moment. But a truly remarkable final. But let me give you the answer to that fabulous derivation from a poem. The answer is very simple. The rich gets richer, the poor gets poorer. That phrase comes from this poem where to him who hath more shall be given, to who him hath not, the little that he hath shall be taken away. We'll move straight into looking at the final binge board here today. Look at that scorecard. On 60, Prajwal will finish runner-up. He deserves a thunderous applause. From SGSIT Indore, Shubh will move in as our champion to Mumbai to join Goa Institute of Management and IIT Madras. And ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure and privilege to invite on stage our chief guest here today. So the third qualifier into that top 8 of India for this year, the quiet, calm, yet super performing Shubh from SGSIT Indore. Our champion. Almost answers with a voluntary reluctance, but when he does, he answers so beautifully. Sir, you've been in the academic field for long. You've seen, well, IIT Madras. You've now seen this side of India. But India in itself is changing completely, powered by knowledge. What's your message to all those here and those watching this quiz?
First of all, I would like to thank Tata Crucible for giving us the opportunity, and we are definitely proud to host this event. The last 5 minutes, what I witnessed, I think gives that message. It tells us how composed, competitive, you should be prompt, and of course, the advantage of participating in these kind of events are networking, widening your horizon, and is remembering Baba Sahib Ambedkar, remembering the history, culture, reviewing the history, culture. So these are some of the advantages which, of course, the quizzing always gives us. And results, it's up to somebody has to win, somebody has to lose, doesn't matter. So keep fighting, keep making effort, never stop. That is what is the message. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. A small little, Rashmi, if you could just help me with that. A small little token of appreciation to you. Courtesy the Taj. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot. Pleasure. Pleasure, sir. So, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of that superb, eventful zonal final, Shubh from SGSIT from Indore will march into the national final, joining Goa Institute of Management and IIT Madras. As we move from here to the next clusters and to the next zonal, till then, from my colleague Rashmi, from me, Pig Brain, you were watching Tata Crucible. Goodbye.